Stop relying on a single prompt. If you're still doing a prompt to response with your AI, you are losing a bigger shift in AI industry right now called agent workflow. Right? AI industry is shifting from AI chatbots to AI teams who can go on, remember things, use tools, and execute a certain task. If you want to be job ready in next 5 years, you have to know all these basic concepts. Hi, myself Sufi. I'm a data and AI coach, and today we will go on and understand what is agent workflow, what is routing, what is state management, what is memory, what is planning. This is going to be a multi-level series where today we will understand all the basics, then we'll move to multi-agent, and then we will build autonomous AI agents. Let's go on and move. What do we mean by agent workflows? Before we go on and understand what do you mean by agent workflow, let's try to understand why agent workflows. So currently how we work is we write a prompt, we wait for a response, we use that response to take out some actions. Now this is the old way of doing things. This is what people used to go on and do it probably till last year. For this, the problem is human have to be in loop. What agent workflows do is basically divides the big task into a small chunks. Correct? It takes out this particular part, execute that part, pass on this particular part to this. Again, the another agent will go on, take out this particular part, and then pass on to this. And the series of it goes on and it does that. So why agent workflow? Because it divides the huge task into a small chunks. Agent workflow is actually integrates with LLMs to run a programmatical steps. Now, the moment they go on and they run a programmatical steps involving multiple tools and then do certain task and then take out a specific decision. Now, as we understood, and then they go on and they do it in loop. And the biggest part is they run a feedback loop. If this task is break, they don't take out a decision directly. They again read out to programmatical steps. And this part keeps going on again and again until they reach out to a complete conclusion. They involve human, but not to take out to do a certain task, but to ask for their prompt, ask for their inputs. They don't want human to do a certain task. They involve human so that they can take the human's input. Now, as we understood why agent workflow, now what is agent workflow? Now, let's try to understand how the agent workflow works. How it works. It works. Remember that it involves with LLMs. It involves with LLM to perform a programmatical steps with tools, with tasks, with taking decisions. But they cannot do all those things alone. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose your mom needs to go and cook biryani for you. How is she going to go on and cook biryani for you? She'll go make masala. She'll go marinate chicken. She then go on and soak rice. After doing this, she will take out that in the last week, last time when I made biryani, it was very spicy. I don't want to make biryani. Nobody's going to go on and like spice in my house. So she understands last time's behavior. Then she go on, prepare everything in one go, step 1, step 2, step 3, and just put it up on the gas. Now, when agent needs to go on and perform a certain task, like your mom is preparing a biryani for you, what agents do is agents plan. After that, they use the memory. and which basically what happened last time, what is currently happening. And then after that, they use their hands and legs, I call them, as tools. Now, remember that planning goes on, last time memory goes on, but without the particular gas, without the proper equipments to cook biryani, it is not possible. That is basically the tools. So, agentic workflow and or AI agent workflow involves planning, involves memory, involves tools. The way your mom goes on and cook biryani for you to. Let's go back and let's try to understand everything with an example. Suppose you're going to go to Paris for a holiday and you want your agent to go on and book a flight for you. How will your agent will go on and book a flight for you? You ask your agent, can you go on and book a flight for me under 17,000? As you ask your agent to book a flight, what component like planning, memory, or even tool will agent use and give you the output? Stop a video and think for a minute. So agent will go on and agent will be like, I need to book a flight. After that, agent will be like, flight to Paris. Flight to Paris. Then after that, agent will go on and do it under 17,000. Now try to understand this part, that agent cannot go on and book a flight alone. So agent needs to go on and ask Google to provide their APIs for flight search, correct? Now, this is a simple example. So now what did agents do? Design a pattern, react, and take actions. Now, in agentic AI engineering, we call this as react. Now, react is basically how agent will execute a specific plan. So with that, agent will go on, think. We go on and we say reason as well. Agent will go on and agent will take out action. And then agent will go on and do observations. Understand, the agent decides what is the current pattern and what next to do. So now in this, the current pattern is we need to find out, we need to book a flight to Paris. Correct? Now the next step is agent needs to go on and take an action. Now action could be the tools. Agents cannot do anything alone. So it has to go on and take out any of the specific tools. For an example, we used Google APIs. Now, the moment we go on and we understood that agent will go on and use Google APIs, agent needs to go on and book a flight. What observations do? Agent needs to go on and formulate a response. Because there will be a lot of chunks, correct? A lot of data. So it has to go on, formulate what needs to take, what not needs to take, and that it go on and it gives you. In agentic AI engineering, we use a design pattern called React for agent to go on and to plan things, use necessary actions, and go on and do an observation. Now, as we understood that, okay, Sufi, I understood what is React pattern now. Now, after that, let's go back and let's try to understand one more scenario, that agent goes on, search for a flight, agent did everything. So agent goes on, search for a flight, correct? Use the Google APIs, search for a flight, use the Google APIs, formulate a specific response, and agent got to know that the cheapest flight to Paris is 26,000, not 17,000. Now, what do you think agent will do? Again, I want you to stop a video and think. When agent will go on and perform, what agent should go on and perform? Think. Agent will come back. Agent will go on, use a specific tool, ask Google API. Agent goes on, did use the Google API, find out the cheapest flight, but agents got to know that the cheapest flight to Paris is 26,000. Correct? Not 17,000. The cheapest flight is not 17,000. It is basically 26,000. Now, stop the video and think what agent should go on and reply. Generally, agent should go on and say, I search a tool called Google API, found out that under 17,000, there is zero result. But under 26,000, there are 8 results. This should be the response which agent should go on and give you. In agentic workflow, when agent doesn't find the user query and it goes on, find out something else and revert, this strategy called fallback strategy. Fallback strategy. Now, fallback strategy is also known as dynamic goals redefinements, dynamic goal refinements. It's basically when agent is failing to give a specific answer or find out a specific user query, it adopts to a specific logic, and on a real world, it go on and formulate a response so that I don't have it, but I got this. This kind of things is basically used as fallback strategy, and this is in production. When such things happen, agent go on and ask for the user input, and this is known as human in loop. This is also known as human in loop. So now we understood why agent workflow. What is pardon my spellings. Agent workflow, how agent plan. We will learn a lot more about it. Plus use memory, plus tools. Now we just go on and use plan with agent, go on and use it with React. Correct? Now, and we understood with this what is fallback strategy. Let's try to understand the third scenario, 26,000, the cheapest flight, but the user responds that this is too expensive. See if the traveling next week make it cheaper. Think of it that how agent will go on and response. Let's understand what do you mean by short-term memory and what do you mean by long-term memory. So now in human, when we as a human, when something happened yesterday, it was very recent memory. Now, when you go back and when you use agent, the current conversation which you are having with agent, this is the prompt, this is the response, this is the prompt, this is the response which agent is giving. This current conversation is known as short-term memory. When agent needs to go back, so this is suppose your agent needs to go back and check any specific database, any specific document, or any specific work. It goes on and it checks this, and this. This is basically known as long form memory. Agent will go back, check out any specific work, or agent will go back and check out specific document. This is basically agent use this as memory, and we call that as long form memory. Now, coming back to our example, what agent should go on and response? Agent says, let's go back, check it out from the previous week. It goes on to the Google search database and find out agent needs to go back, search for Google API. It uses a tool. Now the question arises what the agent should go on and do to use a specific tool. Try to understand in agent workflow, LLM itself cannot go on search on internet, do any specific calculations, or even do a specific task. The only thing what LLMs do is basically integrates with the specific tool and find out what could be the next word, what could be the next token. In this case, when we go on and use tools, how does agent perform? How does agent understand that I need to go on and search for a Google API? To solve this problem, engineers give agent toolbox. The toolbox could be, suppose agent got user input, and in that user input he find out, I'm hypothetically taking, what is the weather in Paris. Now agent, this is the user input. Agent needs to go on and select a tool. To go on and to select a tool, we have to tell the agent, we have to write down the function which will go on and say check weather, correct? And agent will go on and say what is the argument it will pass. What is the argument it will pass? Location is equals to Paris. Now show me the weather for this. So this function which we go on and which we write down, this part is really important. It tells the agent to go on and connect with the external tool and give the argument. In production, agents go on and do this task. From this task, agents go on and perform this specific task. Now, the moment this two task is done, agent come back with the response. Now it uses short-term memory, which happened like with the conversation happened, this conversation, this. It happens conversation 1, conversation 2, conversation 3, or basically prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3. And then it use short-term memory to provide the response. Suppose we go to Paris, you came back from Paris, and while coming back from Paris, you got to know that your flight got delayed. There will be a complete vacation which you're going to go on and plan. That complete vacation will be the multi-agent part, which we'll be covering in the next video. Coming back from Paris, and you got to know that your flight got delayed, you have a meeting with Virat tomorrow. So now you have to tell your agent, can you go on and cancel my meeting with Virat? How agent will go on and perform. Agent needs to go back. What we go on and do, the user input should be cancel the event. Now, this is the user input. You have to go on and check the tool cancel event. Now, the moment this is done, agent needs to go back and look for the tomorrow's event, this, and ask, then go on and ask the specific user input. I can see event tomorrow. Do you want to cancel? This is how a simple tool agent will use. Now the second scenario is the moment agent will go on and find it out this, agent got to know that, go on, find it out this, and agent got to know that tomorrow with Virat, you have morning meetings, and then you have afternoon meeting as well. Now, how does this part, critical part, which agent will go on and handle? Now, this kind of path, correct, it goes on search and find it out. This kind of path is when agent find out this kind of scenario, situations, known as error handling. You remember that user asked agent to cancel tomorrow's meeting but did not said which one. And agent find out that there are two meetings, not one. This is actually a very critical part of agentic AI engineering, where tool does not work properly, or even though tool have further informations. And when agent find out some further informations, this kind of information known as error handling. So agent should go on in response. I found two meetings. Concentrate over here. I found two meetings. Correct? One in the afternoon and one in the morning. Now, which one you want me to cancel? In agentic AI engineering, this is known as clarification loop. Clarification loop is basically a specific type of human in loop. When tool returns an ambiguous data, workflow stops and asks for the specific user input. Like, our agent understands what meeting you want me to cancel morning or in the afternoon, which meeting you want me to cancel. Now, this is basically known as clarification loop. When agent goes out, found out the error, ask for the clarification loop, this, and ask the user which meeting to go on and cancel. This entire fundamental concept known as routing. Remember that. Now, instead of simply what is basically routing means, instead of simpling step A, step B, from step A to step B, from step B to step C, agent found out there is a mistake or there is some misinformation or more information in step C. It route to the user. And ask for the user input. And the moment user go on and understand and clarify, those concepts is known as intent classification, where user needs to go on, clarify their intent, and then agent will go on and take it out a specific action against that.